Salutations, my name is Summer and this is Sterling Reads, and I actually have Sterling on my lap here. Well, on my leg. Anyway, I have a cold, but I thought I'd take a minute to tell you guys what I've been reading, what I've finished, not everything I finished, but the two things that I finished that I just thought were excellent. One of those is I was listening to the audiobook by John Irving, The Cider House Rules. I loved it. So since I've listened to it, I'm not going to be reading it with the group. But I hope I think it's December, the group is going to be reading Queen Esther, which is maybe a prequel to The Cider House Rules. I'm not for sure, but it's John Irving's new release. I'm going to link Greg at Another Bibliophile Reads and Alan Reads, because I believe they're both in that group, and you can find more about that on their channel, because I'm horrible. I don't know all the details till last minute. But a Prayer for Oamini is still my favorite John Irving, but The Cider House Rules is a close second. He has a way of writing characters and uncomfortable situations that, I don't know, they're just so heartfelt, and I thought it was a wonderful story. I don't know if I should tell people what it's about, because I went in blind. I didn't watch the movie. I still haven't. And it is about some subjects that a lot of people feel very strongly about. So anyway, I'm not gonna say anything else about it, except for that I thought it was a wonderful novel. So a book that I read, which was a library book, but it was gifted to me also on my Kindle, and that's why I basically read it on my Kindle. But this is Blood in the Machine by Brian Merchant. This was fantastic. So this is about early 1800s, like the 1810s, up until today, and he is talking about the Luddite uprising. So Ned Ludd was supposedly the main person behind the Luddite uprising, but they also believe that he could be a fictional person that people stand behind. He's like a Robin Hood. And it's interesting how we hear stories, like people tell you what they want you to believe. The Luddites were going into machines and destroying the machinery. That is true. But they were destroying the machines that had belonged to the business owners who had cut people's pay, had fired people, and brought in children from the orphanages to do the job for free. And it was horrific conditions. And they were going in and destroying their machinery. They had not been destroying machinery that belonged to owners who kept their pay, kept their employees. So, and it talks today. It comes to like today, or when I think this is a newer book, so whenever he was finished writing this, and talks about machinery, technology will be taking away from more and more jobs, which we know this is true. I had worked at a factory job in 2000, early 2000s, and that job is now done by a machine, like a robot machinery, technology. Some technology is fantastic, right? And it's great. It works when it works. But other times, like I like going to the store and there being a person there saying, hey, did you find everything okay? And even if I didn't find everything okay, I still say yes, thank you. And to have a person just do that little courtesy, I don't go through the lines and do my own groceries because it's like I don't work there. I had to go and put it in the cart. I'm gonna have to take it out of the cart, put it in the car. I'm gonna have to go home and take it out of the car and put it in the in the house. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I like for someone to do that one thing for me. But anyway, this book was wonderful. It tells you the nitty gritty, horrible details. There's a lot in history. And yeah, I like how he brings it to today and how technology is running things. So anyway, wonderful book. I started reading Seeds of Hope by Jane Goodall, which I have over on like beside my TV, and I set it back down. It was a reread. That was Roger sneezing behind the iPad. Anyway, I set it back down. I plan to pick that back up. On my Kindle, I'm reading Cycle of the Werewolf by Stephen King. It starts in January and it goes, each chapter is a month, and I think I'm in September. It is very entertaining, very good. Really enjoying it. They're super short chapters. I should be finishing that soon. Also, I'm still reading The Warriors. This is, what is this, book 6? Yeah. The Kent Family Chronicles. Civil War is over. They're building the railroad. There's now the struggles with, Native Americans and the whites, because the whites are taking over everything. And there has been a lot of lying and trickery and stuff on the white side, which we all know about in history. So, of course, there's still the drama and the relationships that really shouldn't be happening. But it's very good. I hope to finish this soon, and I only have 2 more books to finish the whole series. It's an 8-book series. Something that I picked back up, which I'm reading this on my Kindle, is this is a reread for me. This is book 5 in the Anne Rice Vampire Chronicles, Mimnock the Devil. There's something about Anne Rice's writing that I really crave sometimes, and I was craving her. She has a certain feel. Her writing has a certain feel. I want to say she passed away this year, but it could have been last year. But I really enjoyed these when I was a teenager moving into my 20s, and I'm really still enjoying them as a 40-plus year old. So the only other thing I want to talk about, I think, is that I plan to start this soon. I can never pronounce his name or feel like I'm pronouncing his name right. David McCullough. This is The Path Between the Seas. This is the creation of the Panama Canal, 1870 through 1914. And so I can just imagine, gosh, what it took. Anyway, my mom read this last year or the year before, and so she said it was really good. It's really, information that is good to know. So that is what's going on right now. So that's what I'm reading. Cats are good. I'm fine. I've just not been feeling well. So, but it's that time of year. Anyway, let me know what you're reading and how you guys are doing. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.